to get off in this club, have me a good time before my time is up. Hey, let's get it now. I want the time of my life.
AirAsia is the company that has been started off in 2001 as just an airline, but it is now something much and even much more. Their products and services make it easier, cheaper, and more convenient for people to visit places and shop for their travel and lifestyle needs. AirAsia businesses now include an online marketplace for food and groceries such as AirAsia Food and AirAsia Fresh. They are also making logistics and banking more accessible, such as by using Teleport and BigPay, linking farms with businesses by using Our Farm, and offering online tech education and entrepreneurship by using Redbig Academy. The website of AirAsia is the one-stop travel, e-commerce, and fintech platform, offers more than 15 lines of products and online by the super app from travel to lifestyle to finance. There is something on airasia.com for everyone. Tan Sri Tony Fernandez is one of ASEAN's most dynamic entrepreneurs, helming AirAsia as its group CEO since the founding of the first low-cost airline in Malaysia in 2001. With his indomitable spirit, he built the startup career into the 9 airline group with a network and spans the region and beyond, breaking barriers and changing mindset along the way. In the past few months, in July 2020, the low-cost Southern Asia carrier AirAsia Group reported a 804 million ringgit first quarter loss on Monday, reversing a 96 million ringgit profit for the same period last year. This is actually due to the Covid-19 crisis, which has resulted in border closures in most of AirAsia's key markets including Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines, China, and India, resulting in a 22% reduction in total passenger carried in the first quarter to 9.85 million. AirAsia Japan, in which the group holds a 67% share, recorded a loss of 1.24 billion Japanese yen for the 3 months to March 31st. Southern Asia's biggest low-cost airline said it has started the year well before market conditions deteriorated abruptly in February as the coronavirus outbreak began to spread. AirAsia Group also have confirmed the retrenchment of 10% of their 24,000 employees in September 2020. This confirmed a Bernama report on September 28 that AirAsia might be planning a new round of layoff involving hundreds of its personnel for the continued survival in an industry severely affected by the COVID-19 crisis. The CEO of AirAsia Group, Tan Sri Tony Fernandez, said the move to terminate the services of the staff had to be undertaken given the reality of the aviation sector, which was facing difficulty in recovering in the near future. The aviation tycoon said the group was expected to operate on a smaller scale and AirAsia would try to rescue as many of its staff that had been laid off as possible.
The main core businesses is ferrying people from one place to another via flight. The slogan "Everyone can fly" is a well-known among Asian countries. AirAsia is the leading low-cost carrier which connects people and passes through 388 routes and 104 as unit routes respectively. AirAsia offer promotional ticket fares at cheaper prices, which include domestic and international flights, and their prices much lower compared to their competitors. AirAsia also have AirAsian X, which is the long-haul operation of AirAsia. AirAsia has seen remarkable growth in revenue. The revenue skyrocketed from 3.9 billion ringgit a year in 2010 to 12.5 billion ringgit a year in 2019. Have you ever wondered how AirAsia managed to gain their profit despite their low prices? Let me tell you. Number 1, AirAsia has good infrastructure that need low cost operation of. Number 2, AirAsia has strong management team. Number 3, AirAsia has strong brand reputation market with low cost fare. Last but not least, if you pay for the flight ticket, it's only served for your seat in the flight, not the beverages, not the food. If you want food or beverages, you need to pay extra. The same thing goes with your luggage. If your luggage exceeds the limit, you also need to pay extra. This innovative strategy while maintaining profitability attract many people to fly. No wonder AirAsia are among the successful airlines in the world.
The focus of customer for AirAsia service is of course on Malaysia. AirAsia Group operates scheduled domestic and international flights to more than 165 destinations spanning on 25 countries. The reason why Malaysian as the main customer is because the main hub is in KLIA 2, a low-cost carrier terminal at Kuala Lumpur International Airport KLIA in Sepang, Selangor, Malaysia. AirAsia registered office is located in Petaling Jaya, Selangor, while its headquarters are at Kuala Lumpur International Airport. There are some main competitors of AirAsia. The first one is Malindo Air. Malindo Air is owned by Indonesia and based in Petaling Jaya, Selangor. The name of Malindo is used as a sign of agreement and cooperation between two countries, which is Malaysia and Indonesia. Malindo Air so far has a strength of 46 aircraft and flies to 65 domestic and foreign destinations. The second one is Firefly. Firefly is based in Petaling Jaya and has two aviation hubs, namely Sultan Abdul Aziz Shah Airport and Penang International Airport. Firefly focus on low-cost flight and it has 12 aircraft flying to 11 domestic and foreign destinations. The third one, the last one is Masswing. Masswing provide flight to rural area in Sabah and Sarawak. Masswing is based in Kota Kinabalu and has three main hubs in Kuching, Miri, and Kota Kinabalu. Masswing has 16 aircraft and flies to 22 destinations.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Farizan binti Hamzah and I will continue with the communication challenge or obstacle faced by the firm in handling the crisis. Okay, there are several communication challenges or obstacles faced by the AirAsia in handling the Covid-19 crisis that plague all around the world. First of all, the influx of queries or requests due to flight cancellation as the main challenge in managing customer expectation. This is because everyone has their own personal needs to use the flight. When AirAsia announced that they will cancel or postpone all their flight, most of the customers are a bit disappointed as their planning will be disrupted. Next, to monitor and promptly adjust their customer service strategies to reflect the changing nature of pandemic, including the increase of travel restriction and also the closure of international border, affecting all of their market throughout the Southeast Asia and also Asia Pacific, so that customer will notice and know every step that they need to be done about their flight related problem. In addition, AirAsia also had to manage a huge volume of refund and credit requests resulting from the pandemic disruption. At the beginning of the restricted movement order, all flights were not allowed to operate, including the domestic flight. Due to that, customers were rushed to chat on the chat box section on the AirAsia's website to arrange about their refund of ticket that has been booked or paid before. Last but not least, AirAsia also need to maintain a fast and effective line communication between customers and stakeholders on the development ever-changing travel requirement imposed by the government. This is important so that the firm can act immediately when the government allowed the airline to resume the operation.
Based on AirAsia's communication approach in handling COVID-19 crisis, which are causing flight delay or flight cancel, which is by emailing the bad news to customer in order to inform them about the flight cancellation or flight delay, there were a few things that can be improved by the company in handling this crisis. Email is the best choice in delivering bad news about the flight cancellation or flight delay to customers, since AirAsia need to spread this information to customer as fast as possible to many customers at the same time. This approach is excellent, but the problem arises after receiving the email. The customer need to solve this problem by going to Ava. Ava is AirAsia's chatbot powered by artificial intelligence that able to answer customer queries instantly. Although Ava sounds good, but it will never be as effective as communication with a human. Based on our visit to AirAsia's official page on Facebook, there were a lot of customers that complained that Ava did not help at all and cannot solve their problem. These are causing customers rage and making them lose their trust to AirAsia. Based on our team's understanding, AirAsia should improve their phone communication by increasing their employees to communicate with customer so that customer can get better experience in handling this problem and solve it so that customer can be satisfied. Other than that, AirAsia should be more active in spreading the information about their flight status. AirAsia should try to inform the customer about the flight change through all the way possible. For example, using message and call them to inform them about the flight change. This is because there were customers that complained that they did not get any email about the flight change. So, if AirAsia were using more than one way to communicate with customer, this will reduce the possibility that the customer did not get any notification on the flight change.
For the conclusion, AirAsia among the organizations that affected during this COVID-19 pandemic. This pandemic makes 275 airplanes sitting doing nothing all around due to restriction order in and outside the country all over the world. Financially speaking, 2020 will go down as the worst year in the aviation history. Due to this, AirAsia faces many challenges such as influx of requests and queries about their cancellation flight, refund demand from the customer, and standard operating procedure in handling flight. So, AirAsia using communication approach in handling this crisis by notify their customer through an email about the cancellation of the flight. Number 2, improve their customer service with the trained staff that familiar in handling the crisis before. And last but not least, always update their flight status in the social media such as Facebook. For your information, AirAsia is doing as best as they can to survive in this crisis. Based on finance brand, AirAsia be able to weather this COVID-19 crisis better than many others brand. That's all for us. Thank you.